In this video, we'll explain the basics of face proportions, which will help you understand portrait painting. These simple measurements will help you understand the proportions of the face and how to measure facial anatomy while painting. Welcome to Acrylic Arts Academy. We teach the world to paint. Today we'll use this woman's face as an example to show the proportions of a human face. The measurements that we'll go over today can be applied to any face with some slight variations. The red oval represents the basic shape of this woman's head. We'll use a photo that looks straight at us to simplify these dimensions. Interestingly, if you place a cross shape within this oval, you can see that the face turns into 4 equal pie pieces. The vertical central line shows the bridge of her nose and splits the face in half equally. The horizontal line shows you that the eyes are halfway down the head, which seems off, but actually is correct. This image may look a little silly, but it aims to show the height and width of our model's eyes. These small ovals will now act as a unit of measurement. The width of a face based on our eye shape measurement is 5 eyes across. That is, you can fit 1 eye width between her actual eyes, and there's 1 eye width on either side of her eyes. This measurement is not always precise or universally standard. It may vary slightly for each person. But this is an excellent way to keep your painting in check if you're wondering why one thing or another looks off. This example shows that the inner aspect of the eyebrows for most people will correspond to the innermost portion of each eye. Again, this is helpful when painting because you can keep the proportions correct by checking your work with these visual cues and measurements. If you extend that same line as we have in this example, you'll find that the inner portion of the eye and the inner portion of the eyebrow corresponds to the outermost part of the nostrils. This may vary slightly from person to person, but it's good to remember. This example shows us that the tops of her eyes line up with the tops of her ears in a horizontal fashion. Similarly, the simple horizontal line shows us that the bottom of the nose lines up perfectly with the bottom of her earlobes. Isn't human anatomy amazing? Using and remembering these tips will help you level up your portrait painting skills in no time. Considering the mouth and chin area can be tricky. These proportions can be simplified by understanding that they can be broken up into 2 parts. The top horizontal area contains the central crest, also known as the philtrum, and both lips. The second half of this area comprises of only the chin and jaw. Finally, it's good to know that the pupils of her eyes, when looking straight forward, correspond to the outer aspect of her mouth when you measure from top to bottom. This will work for most faces and can help you correct your proportions while painting portraits. We hope these proportions and measurements will help you understand how to paint faces for portraits. Thanks for joining us today. Give this video a thumbs up if you realize something new, and let us know what you learned in the comments below. Subscribe to our channel for even more helpful painting videos. See you next time! Begin your acrylic painting journey by visiting acrylicartsacademy.com/free guides.